About your next move. Your performance at the F2 Championships last year got you a lot of attention from the Formula One teams. Some of it more positive than others. I'm not so concerned with who does or doesn't like you. You'll have plenty of time to win the doubters over. But I am concerned with our choices. They're narrowing as we haven't shown commitment to anyone. Now, as your agent, my advice...
I think you'll find that Linz is my agent, you absolute win it.
Further down the line. I need you to review these. You've earned every single one of these proposals. So take your time, have a read through, and don't get too hung up on specifics. Let's get you a Formula One seat.
So who do I have the choice between? Oh, everybody. What were you fretting about? Oh, your choices are narrowing. Rubbish. Rubbish. Right. I am going to reveal then who I'm going to drive for. And having looked at where I can go, I am going to take a seat at Toro Rosso. God! But yes, this is it then. Welcome to my F1 2019 career mode. This is the first race, and I am excited to launch this. We are at Albert Park, Melbourne, for the first episode of career mode. I'm not going to bore you to death with practice because, well, you don't want to see me grinding for resource points. I mean, you might want to see me grinding, but that's on my Pornhub account, so shh, details. But suffice to say, yep,
Hey, you're here.
I am a member of Toro Rosso, and I am excited to get going. So let's have a look. We have got, oh shit, we have got 6 messages then. We've got Franz Tost welcoming us to the team, welcoming me and Pierre to the team. Carl's, yeah, tutorials, don't need them, mate. And this is my expecting grid position. So my minimum expecting grid position is 16th, along with my race position. My R&D perks are at the bottom there. My target then for a bonus of R&D points is to finish 11th or better. Weekend preview for the Australian Grand Prix, and the weather forecast, well, as you'd expect for Australia, dry. We've got a handful of resource points to go a little bit crazy with, so straight away I think let's have a look at where we're lacking. We're not too bad on the chassis. Where are we on the aerodynamics? Oh, we're quite neat on the aerodynamics. What about the powertrain? Oh, well, that answers that question then. So let's get a power upgrade, and let's buy a wee cheeky little chassis upgrade as well, as they seem to be the 2 areas that we are a little bit lacking in. Yeah, so without further ado, we are going to practice. And again, I'm not going to bore you to death with the details of how I do on practice. Wait, why is it 1 shot? Did I not set... Oh, it's 1 shot. Right, okay. Well, for the next race, I promise you I'll set it up properly. But for now, we've got 1 shot. So, well, I'm sorry about that. Right, let's just get into this anyway. So we take the first corner absolutely brilliantly, giving up no speed as we do. That ghost car's going to put me right off. Into turn 3, a little bit wide on the apex, but we can recover that with the next corner. That was smooth as you like, really, weren't it? 4th row, but that would not be a bad start considering this is a Toro Rosso. And we're now coming out into the last corner, sacrificing no speed on the exit. And where are we going to be?
Nice job.
That is P9 then for the first race of the season. In our first race for Toro Rosso, we have qualified nicely within the top 10.
New drivers, new cars, it's a new Formula One season. But it's the same Albert Park that we've come to know and love for more than 2 decades now that plays host to round 1 of a 21-race championship that takes us from here in Australia across the globe and the eventual season finale at the Yas Island circuit in Abu Dhabi. So here we are at Albert Park Circuit. 3.3 miles of public roads, closed for the weekend of course, make for a bumpy surface with little undulation. There are 16 corners around the lake, with the best passing opportunities coming at turn 1 and turn 3. We have plenty of changes to the sport this year, with tweaks to the regulations, a fresh-looking spread of tyre compounds, and of course some changes to the roster of car manufacturers. It's goodbye to Sauber and hello once again to the classic name of Alfa Romeo in Formula One. It's also goodbye to Force India. They've been rebranded as Racing Point. Joining me to take you through all the action of the 2019 Formula One season is Anthony Davidson. And it's great to have you with us.
Thanks, Crofty. Always happy to be here, and I'm looking forward to getting underway. Last year was Mercedes' 5th Constructors' title in a row, although for the first half of the season it was absolutely neck and neck with the Ferraris. Hopefully this year we can see the chasing pack take that final step, as I'd love to see a championship contest all the way up to the final race in Abu Dhabi. Another story to keep an eye on is the performance of Red Bull, who have switched to the Honda power unit this year. What that will mean for both their performance and reliability remains to be seen.
With the race minutes away from starting, here's what today's grid rundown looks like. Valtteri Bottas lines up on pole position, and Lewis Hamilton completes the front row. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Vettel, Leclerc, Max Verstappen and Albon, Weber, Norris, Joker and Carlos Sainz, Raikkonen, Butler, Lance Stroll and Magnussen, Ricciardo, Grosjean, Sergio Perez and Pierre Gasly. Russell and Robert Kubica takes the last spot on the grid.
So we are now on the grid in Melbourne, getting ready to start our F1 2019 career mode. And it's lights out and away we go in Melbourne. We've not got a great start at all. We're being swamped left and right. Sainz has gone up our inside. That's a great start by the McLaren driver. Trying to nip him up the inside, but there is no gap there. And Raikkonen has come through around the outside there. So we have lost 2 places off the start. That is not a good way to start at all. We're going to try and have a little cheeky look up the inside of Raikkonen there. That move is not on. Kimi just shuts me straight down. Again, switching to the outside there. That's a no way through zone if there ever was one. And now the 2 McLarens are side by side. I'm trying to get in on this. Going to go up the inside of Sainz. And we've just about got him, but he's still on our left. I don't know why I was still going across, but I've gone out and I've now reversed into someone. The safety car come out and I have got a penalty. That was not a good start. That was a big mistake for myself there to still keep on the left there when Sainz was still there. I squeezed him out where there was just no room. So we are just getting racing once again now in this Australian Grand Prix. Stroll, Perez and Grosjean just ahead of me. So this now becomes a recovery drive to see what we can grab from this race after what has been quite a wretched start after being spun out. And now we've got Kubica and Grosjean battling. We really want to get ahead of this little pack as quickly as we can and try and salvage our race. We're going quite long into the first stint as well. So, well, what's now the second stint? We pitted under the safety car and they're all squabbling with each other. We have got to make a way through as quickly as we can. Oh my days, that does not look good. Kubica's gone wide there. Perez trying to go through. Stroll's been compromised. I've gone up the inside of Stroll, but Kubica and Perez are still racing each other. And I'm having a look down the inside of him. There's contact with Kubica. That's minor front wing damage. I'm trying to hold on round the outside of Kubica. Banging wheels again. Kubica very aggressive in this opening stint here. Just not having any of it at all. Kubica being super aggressive. Behind them, we are going to take Lance Stroll right here and right now. And that's a cheeky little dive. But we have got the move done. And now we've got to get after Grosjean and try and get past him. So we've got Grosjean and Russell now dead ahead of us, who are battling. Grosjean actually electing to pit in this lap. We're going to stay out a little bit longer though.
I think you're going to start losing some tyre grip around now.
Oh, shut up, Jeff.
Okay, copy that.
I don't need to listen to you right now. What I need to do right now is catch and pass George Russell for that 13th place. We have dropped back quite a lot due to the slight damage that we have taken on the front wing, and we just don't seem to have any race pace either. Like, the race pace just isn't there. Like, I'm struggling to keep up with the Williams, which seems to, at the moment at least, have pretty decent race pace in it. So I don't know what that's all about, whether it is just the damage that's screwing me over, or whether it is in fact the fact that I just don't have any genuine race pace right now. So, and I'm not messing around now because I am right behind George Russell, and this should be the move done. George fighting me as hard as he can on it, but eventually I'm not having any of that. I take the position from him, and we are now trying to move our way up and continue our progress in this Australian Grand Prix, where it's kind of all gone a little bit wrong, if I'm honest. Devon Butler now in the pits. We're going to move up another place. George Russell coming back at me with the straight line speed of that Mercedes engine, but I'm pretty confident we can just keep him at bay for the time being. He's going to have another look down the inside here. Again, now the straight line speed of the Mercedes engine helping him stay close, but we're not having any of it.
Some information on Kubica.
And Kubica then is out of the race, so that's unfortunate for him. Ooh, he's pulling off on the pit straight. Will I get a virtual safety car to make my pit stop? Probably not. That's unfortunate. Oh, safety car! Yes! My race is saved! My race is saved! They're all going to be racing to a Delta, and I'm going to be pitting. This has royally saved my race. The safety car has been deployed. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Right, into the pits. Let's get tyres and a wing, and we have another chance to get back in this race. We are about to get racing. I have to stay back because I do not want to hit Daniel Ricciardo. Let's launch it into Rich Mix then, and let's race as hard as we can now, because we are now in a fight towards the end in the midfield, and we are going for some points. It is underway once again. Right, first victim, Ricciardo. What can we do about him? We need to be lethal in these first few laps, and you know what? We've caught Ricciardo under braking quite nicely there. What is our run? Do we have a look? I think this is worth a little dive. No, it's not. We are not close enough to Ricciardo just yet. You've got to pick your moments carefully, because I think I know where I'm going to try and pick my moment to get past Daniel Ricciardo. It's not here, but it's going to be here, and in fact he's got the better run, so we're really not got a chance anymore. I think well, it all depends on how defensive Gasly gets now, because if that holds Ricciardo back, that's going to put us in position. We're going to have a little look down the inside here. No, there's no move there. Look how close we are. I'm going to have a look up the inside. That is going to be Ricciardo dispatched. Yes, it is. P14. Now we are up to our teammate Pierre Gasly for 13th. So that's been an incredible first lap, but we need to keep going. We need to keep pushing. Gasly is now behind Sainz, but we're also behind Gasly and focusing on a way to try and get past our teammate. And now we're right behind him, and I think we should have tried to stay with him, but we're going to have a dive up the inside here. That should be Pierre done. He's not giving up easy though, but we forced our way through. Now we're up to 13th. Next up is Carlos Sainz, and Gasly going round the outside of me here. Hold up, teammate, this isn't in the script. And we have to give Gasly a bit of a chop and get quite aggressive there with our teammate, but we have moved into 13th. Unfortunately, all that scrapping has allowed Carlos Sainz just to develop a little bit of a gap on us, but we are going to try and pull that back. He is on hard tyres, we are on mediums, so we've got to maximise our pace as early as we can. Oh, we've got a much better run out than Sainz out of the end of sector 2. And this is going to be where the move is done. Carlos getting quite defensive, but really we had the inside line, and that is now P12. And I am right in the thick of this battle now. And that's Raikkonen going around the outside of Norris. Oh my goodness me, I am staying back. Butler has not has been caught out there by whatever they're doing. We're now up into that crucial 10th place. And now we're right behind Kimi Räikkönen. Butler's lost a lot of time in that. Now it's Norris, Räikkönen and myself, all in a line for 8th. And you know what? I am fancying a go at this. I am fancying that 8th place. If I can get that 8th place after the race I've had, that would be a race well done. Coming out of the last corner, opening the DRS. It's still Räikkönen and Norris. They've got away from me a bit. Look at that, Räikkönen back on Norris again. These two are scrapped exit, and we've now got to run at the young Brit. We're going to try and take him down the inside there. He's not leaving me much room to go for it, and in fact, I'm backing out. That was never going to work. Lando getting very aggressive on the defending, and Räikkönen has now got past. These Alfa Romeos are running so quickly here. Devon Butler now has suddenly made his way back to the rear of my car. I'm not having that. This battle is going to go on right to the flag, I reckon, and I want to get ahead of it. Having a look down to the inside of Lando Norris there, that was a sudden dive, and now he's on my left. Where on the right? Can I hold him out round the outside here? Side by side at the end of Sector 2. This can only end in tears. We brake late, and we have got the move done. What an overtake on Lando Norris there. And now we are up to Kimi Räikkönen, the Iceman, for 8th position. We've really had to battle our way through for this position, and it is not over yet. We've got one more car to get past. And how much harder is Kimi going to be to pass? Oh, he's parked his car very well there. We've gone a little bit deep, and I think if anything, I'm more worried about the cars behind me, Norris and Devon Butler. Can we catch Räikkönen before the end of the straight? It's looking doubtful. But we're going to have a look into 3. How does he get out of the corner? He gets out of there okay. And we're just going to have to try and make 3 our opportunity. But I think Räikkönen at the moment is just a little bit too far ahead. But now we had a little bit of a run there, but it didn't really come to fruition. But I'm going to take a dive up the inside. Wheel banging. Round there, and once again it's wheel to wheel. Räikkönen giving me a little hit up the back. Wheel to wheel again at the end of Sector 2. Räikkönen's got past. I'm gonna have a look there. That doesn't work. Oh, I've got into Räikkönen. Have I lost any more time? No, I haven't. I thought I was going to lose a position there, but now Butler and Norris are on me. They're battling amongst themselves. I've got a little bit of front wing damage. Up the inside of me has gone Lando Norris. He's hit me wide. And Kimi, I think, is going to disappear into the distance now. Kimi really not wanting to be part of this. But this battle's not over yet because Lando Norris having a look up the inside. I'm going to try and hold him out around the outside. I've done that. I've gone a little bit deep. Norris has got past. And that is now 10th place. We are down another place. Butler having a look. It's not going to work out for him, though. We're coming back at Lando. I'm not finished with Norris yet. We're going to have a look up the inside here. Again, he doesn't give me much room. And we've got the move done. We've gone wide, though. That was a bit aggressive. But we've got the move done. Räikkönen, by this point, he's disappeared. He's just laughing to himself, thinking, you know what, guys? You lot scrap amongst yourselves. I'm off. 2 laps to go in this Australian Grand Prix. And still all to play for in the back end of the points. Now we've got Devon Butler coming at me. Oh, I am not giving Devon Butler an easy overtake here. He can go away. I make it clear that he's not coming through. And for now, he doesn't. And I think now he's got the McLarens to worry about. Oh, dear. The intensity of this race. Right, last lap of this Australian Grand Prix. We are so far holding on to P9, so we're looking set to finish exactly where we started, which isn't a bad way to go. We started P9, and despite being involved in many collisions and falling to the back of the grid, we have made our way back up to where we started. It was looking like P8, but Räikkönen fought harder. We made a little bit of contact with him, and he held on to that 8th place, but we are looking set to hold on to 9th. The battle now is Butler battling everyone behind him, so we're pretty safe from Devon Butler now. We've got a little bit of breathing space. And after a race of just wheel-to-wheel scraps in the second half, I'm not pushing it. I'm just settling down now. I'm bringing this car home in P9 for 2 points, which is a great start to the campaign for Toro Rosso and myself. Again, despite the fact we had that big collision in the first lap and we lost a lot of time, we managed to fight our way back up with the help of 2 safety cars, and with Lewis Hamilton winning the race, we are going to come round, do the honours for Toro Rosso. It is points in our debut. Despite everything, I will happily take that.
So Mercedes have won it, and what a great race it was. Tell me, Ant, how did they manage to achieve this win?
Well, the safety car completely changed the race, didn't it? It's hard to say exactly what would have happened without it, but there's no question that they came out of that situation in a good position.
After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it. And now let's take a look at the
Well,
driver's
there we
stand.
go,
After an
P9,
incredible
despite
performance,
all the
Lewis
chaos
Hamilton
then.
secures the
And
top spot in the
Albon getting his
Drivers'
way onto the
Championship. Some
podium.
amazing
Verstappen
talents
gets
out on
the
track
fastest
today.
lap.
But Anthony, who
But
would you
those
pick as
Alfa
your driver of
Romeos,
the day?
they
There's a
were
lot of
tough
incredible driving out there
to
today,
keep
Crofty.
up with.
If I had to pick someone, it's got to be Sergio Perez. Fantastic driving.
It's time to see how things are shaping
So
up
we managed
in
to
the
finish
Constructors'
9th, having
Championship.
started
Mercedes
9th.
moved
It's
to the
Raikkonen
top of
that
the
got
table.
ahead of
Well,
us,
Ant, an end to
but we
another
jumped
fantastic
Norris.
weekend of racing.
But
Thanks to everyone who
despite
joined
how
us,
close we
and
came
we'll
to getting
see you for
past
the next
Kimi, those Alfa Romeos were just running a whole new level of pace in that race. But I'm happy to accept 9th. What will we get in the next race in Bahrain, I wonder? I'm sure we'll have to talk to Claire. There may be some backlash to take here.
Amazing performance out there. I'm sure you're pretty happy with that. You're breaking all expectations. What's your secret? It wasn't the cleanest race today, was it?
No comment. I'm not
You and
losing
Devon
rep.
weren't far apart by the end of the race. How evenly matched are you?
Let's go for some rep increase
You
from
left
Toro
a lot
Rosso.
of paint on the walls today. Were you struggling for grip, or did you just misjudge some corners?
Oh, shut up.
Well, thanks anyway.
You're welcome. Right. Well, it really wasn't the cleanest race, but somehow we made our way back to 9th after everything we went through in that race. Oh, that was intense. I think I need a lie down after that, but thank you so much for watching the opening installment of Career Mode. Join me again for Career Mode once again. Also, if you like my F1 videos, check out my season with my friend Andy called The League of Idiots. We're two F1 gamers that just cannot race for shit. We suck at the game, but we have fun doing it. So go watch that. Until the next time, I've been Joe. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.